Morena e hoa. Sorry, been a bit busy. Oh, the sun card. Wow. It's the long weekend, October, whiringa nuku. Coming to the end of October, be November next week, whiringa rangi. And not too far away from the end of the year, so a lot of celebrations happening at the moment. Possibly a lot of you deciding, making decisions about what you're going to be doing at the end of the year, sort of wrapping up this year early with, going forward, what's going to happen. Well, technically there's 7 weeks, 7 weeks and a couple of days of school left, kura, and then we'll be on the school holiday break, giving us about a week and a bit before Christmas Day, another week before New Year's. So, it's not too far off planning for next year. So I thought I'd do this reading for, it's kind of like, what's the energies, but I feel like it's a wrapping up, like a lot of us are just finishing cycles and waiting for the new cycles to begin. There's a full moon on the 12th of November, whiringa rangi. The new moon is in Taurus. So, Taurus is a fixed sign, 10 of water, lovely. So, a lot of us will be sort of very responsible thinking, very methodical, practical decisions from now until the end of the year. That's what I'm feeling. A lot of practical energy. Not so much emotional, it's very practical. So a lot of getting things done, fixing things up, ending things, going forward, wrapping up, ready for the end of the year. So we'll do us a Celtic cross reading with my good tarot, because I love it at the moment. And then I'll clarify with the Machete deck, Machete, and with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's mature, masculine energy. Can represent the water signs, especially Pisces, with those two. What are they called? I can't even think what they're called right now. Oh my goodness. Alright, anyway. Dragon horses. Seahorse. Okay, let's do this. Oh, judgment at the bottom of the deck. I think I've already cut it, but we'll just cut it again. Okay, our central energy is 5 of fire. Okay, 5's a change. The 5 of fire or 5 of wands represents conflicts, arguments, but passionate energy. Being a 5, it's not too intense. However, the 5 is change. So this kind of energy is bringing on change, making decisions from a very passionate viewpoint. So lovely. Our grounding energy is, wow, another 5. Hierophant. So yeah, representing the energy I'm feeling right now. A lot of us are wanting to change, going, wrapping up cycles. So 5s are halfway through the 10. Yeah, it's moving forward and just sort of wrapping up the cycles. But with the Hierophant here, that's Taurus energy. is our grounding energy, with the Taurus full moon coming up on the 12th, 13th. So this is telling me that this energy is already here, because the energy can be here 2 to 3 weeks before the full moon, depending on how intense the energy is. However, being our e hoa ma, we're very in tune, so this is definitely representative of the Taurian energy. And what I'm meaning by our grounded energy is fixed, it's tikanga, it's sticking to protocols, it's sticking to what we know, it is not rocking the boat kind of energy. It's just dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and fixing. You're wanting to finish things, completions. You're wanting to move forward and complete. From our past energy, we have the Six of Water, which is reminiscent of our past, which is so what cycles are all about. Looking back, reminiscing, but moving forward as well, because we're leaving that in the past. We're looking back fondly, hopefully, on some of our memories of this year. Reminiscing on past. It could be a past person that we're thinking about, or persons, because the sixes are all about also reunions, reconciliations as well. Could be someone reconciliating with a past life partner or a past partner. So if it's a love reading and you're resonating that way, otherwise it's just we're having a quick glance back at this year, thinking about all the good things, moving forward on making changes, because we've got the fives here in our central energy. So moving forward, but wanting to make changes in a positive direction. Yes, see, our crowning energy is transformation, 13, or also known as the death card. So this is us transforming, already wanting to change, wanting to end cycles. This is the completion. Death pretty much is the completion of a karmic cycles that no longer serve our greater need. Although I'd like to say they're not just things that we don't need. They also, the death card transforms us regardless of what our energy is at the time. It's just wanting us to improve, ascend, to realize that how the cycles work. There's always a beginning and an end, and then a beginning again. So that's just the cycle type feel going on with this energy, I feel. So making changes, clearing any past energy, especially now that I see the past with the death card or transformation here on our crowning energy. It's like looking back and letting go, releasing, and then changing, going forward. So in our future energy, we have the Page of Fire. So pages always bring good news. Again, another passionate wand card. The Page of Fire brings great news, very positive news going forward. I've also drawn to the moon in the background. So this news will probably come well before the full moon or around the full moon. So this is good news. It could be from a child. It could be from a younger energy, or if we are single, it could be a message from a future prospect, but very young energy. So either we've just met them, or they are young. Go girl. But this is real beautiful energy, just with that fire to begin with, that fiery energy, which I feel we're all very not argumentative as such, but very forthright in what we are projecting. So it can come across as a little bit aggressive, but it's just us being assertive, asserting ourselves, asserting our mana. Kōrero tika pono. We're talking the truth. We're telling it how it is. This can hurt people. Heaha, aroha mai, but this is how it is, you know. I'm changing things, and if you don't like my kōrero, get out my kōrero, you know, just ka kite. I feel that kind of energy too. It's like, I want to change things, I want to transform, I want to let go of the past. I'm looking forward to positive energy going forward, and I'm sticking to my tikanga. You know, I'm sticking to things, my roots, my kawa, my, you know, my inner self that is tūturu. That's what I feel. So going forward, people are seeing us as, see, the Ace of Air, speaking the truth. They're seeing us as someone very tikapono. This is beautiful. This is like a Pegasus type, you know, almost a mythical. Well, it is mythical. I mean, it's a mythical being. So the Ace of Air, however, is the Ace of Swords, also known in traditional decks. Like I just said, it's that energy of telling the truth, telling it how it is, standing in our truth. This is what we are being seen as. So that's good. Ooh. Okay, and our environment, however, is a bit of temptation. This is also narrows down to a 6. It can be harmony. 15 becomes a 6. This energy is that of the devil in traditional decks, but in this deck, it is a fairy that has overindulged in a peach and crashed out, and with her, you know, gold and stuff there, sort of not looked after at the moment. It's just open as well. So this could be, I'm feeling a little bit of a warning. Don't, you know, don't get too complacent at this time with the people and places in your environment. Be mindful of your money and things like that, making sure, you know, at this time of year, you know, I hate to say it, but, you know, there are people around us that might get desperate and take advantage of us as well, because the temptation is that of that, you know, an opportunity there, and you're tempted because it's like standing there and staring you in the face. It's kind of like the chocolate sundae on the table, and you know it belongs to somebody else. And every time you walk in and out of the kitchen, you see it there, and it's like, you know, it's temptation. It's around us every day. But I think with this Hierophant energy, I don't believe that it's us that's going to have the temptation. It's actually the people in our environment that are going to be this sort of energy of temptation, or you know, just I feel like it's just a little bit of a warning. That don't you know, take it how it resonates. But I feel like just be mindful of the people and places that we go to, that we don't overindulge, you know, and lose ourselves, and then find the next day our wallet or whatever's gone. You know, just kind of take care of your important things. Well, you know, just your bag if you go places and things like that. That's how I'm feeling anyway. Then we've got, in our hopes and fears, the King of Fire. Now, for some of us, this could be our own energy. This is reigning in possibly as a fear, our fiery nature at the moment. So I think some of us are fearing our mood or our energy of, because King of Fire is my Action Jackson card. It's kind of like once they say, they do. It's like they speak and then they act. Sometimes the King of Fire is, I wouldn't say he rolls over people, but if you're in his way and he's already told you, you know, hey aha, if you're in this path when he's wanting to get something done. So this could be our energy. I'm feeling more it's our energy, our mana wahine energy. However, it could also be fearing a masculine energy that represents the King of Fire. So this can be any of the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, or Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. So Because he's looking back onto this reading, I feel it could be someone from your past that is always sort of in your ahua, in your realm, that you could be hoping for as well. A reconciliation with the Six of Water. It could be a relationship that is because of heated arguments and the immature sort of energy. I feel like you may be hoping for them to grow up or, take charge, be a king, the king that they are. Could be that too. But he's got the sun behind his head. So this person is obviously to you your world as well. Well, not your world, but, the centre of the universe to you in some respect. Like they're very highly regarded. And especially if it's above the devil energy or the temptation energy, I feel like this is just a very strong strength of bond, because the devil energy is actually positively aspected. There's no swords, it's all fire. It's very heated. It's like, and then we've got the truth beneath it, the ace of air, standing in our truth, dignity, honor. So the outcome for this reading is the Fool. Taking a leap of faith, going back, and like I said, it's the ending of cycles, and this is right back to the beginning. So I feel like this whole journey, like I said from the beginning, is like making changes and closing off cycles so that you can start your leap of faith again. Begin your journey all over again in a fresh, new, positive perspective. So that's beautiful. And overall energy, of course, is Judgment, and I'm just drawn to both of them are blowing their horn. So it's like, it's time to settle the old. It doesn't mean get rid of the old, it's just settle it, make the, tidy up the loose ends, and let's go forward by the end of the year refreshed, rejuvenated. And Judgment is here as a major arcana to bring in, it's bring in the balance, bring in the new, the regenerated. It's in the old decks, it's the Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn, and people are resurrecting from the dead, literally out of coffins. So it is that. It is just a fresh new beginning, rejuvenating. So that's lovely. That's a really lovely energy. So I'm going to clarify it with the Machete deck. So we'll start with our central energy, Heavenly Father. Well, that was quick. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. This is fresh new beginnings as well. So this is once the energy's cleared and wrapped up. This Five of Fire energy is dissipated maybe for some of us, or it comes to an end. The Ace of Pentacles brings in new prosperous beginnings, either financially or materially. It doesn't have to be. It can be a new relationship. It can be a new career as well. Just new. Everything new, but from a very positive angle. It's very earth energy, grounded energy. It so fits the kaupapa of this reading. The Ace of Pentacles is a fresh new start in our finances, a fresh new outlook in our careers, transformation as well, coming to a new beginning into our finances. So at the bottom of the deck, our grounding energy is the Sun card. So beautiful energy, going with the full moon this month, next month in Whiringa, November. I feel like this around that time, you're going to get some good news, or you're feeling very, by the end of this cycle, the closing of a chapter, you're going to feel very rejuvenated. The sun, of course, is coming out now, so it could be literally enjoying the sun, but you know, on top of the Hierophant, this is really major arcana energy of balance, you know, wishes fulfilled. It's got a very Sagittarian energy as well. I feel like you've worked really hard anyway to bring the sun into your life. And it's lovely energy. Okay, in our past energy, we've got Two of Coins. So it could have been juggling a decision, juggling our finances, juggling a relationship, because it's clarifying the Six of Water, which is past reconciliation can be. It can be just looking back on the past. I think some of us might be holding on to the past a little bit more than we should. I think it's time. I'm just feeling like, let it go, release it, for now. Sometimes, you know, I'm thinking of that saying, when you love something, let it free. If it comes back to you, it's meant to be. So I feel like it's just that energy. Don't try and juggle this person or event or emotion. Just sort of release it. So I'll clarify it again. Because your wish fulfillment, I'm feeling like they were or are your wish or your Nine of Cups, your emotional fulfillment, your abundance, your for that to show up after I just finished telling you don't let it go, this is how you're feeling about it. No wonder you can't let it go. You feel like they're your wish fulfillment. So you're juggling these emotions with this past energy or thing or person, but you innately know that they're your stability. Could be Pisces. There's some Pisces energy here, very Piscean with the water. However, with Two of Coins, this is a practical decision made from a tangible viewpoint. I mean, he's got a rainbow coming out of his nono, for God's sakes. So, just saying, it's just like, you know, if he's got a rainbow coming out of his ass, this person or whatever you're deciding to keep or reconcile with is, to you, your bee's knees, your ultimate wish fulfillment, your pleasure, your abundance. And I'll just get one more card. And then we've got the Five of Wands. This is the same central energy. So I guess this is just reiterating how the central energy is connected to the past. This person, obviously you have a very passionate, fiery relationship with them. But if you notice with this Five of Wands, they're all of the same rako, they're all of the same tree, and they're all trying to attack each other, yet they're of the same tree. So I feel like this person or emotional reconciliation is you both are kind of good for each other and not, in a way. Because when you do have passionate verbal discussions, you're actually hurting each other more than you think, because you're one. It's unnecessary kind of conflict. So with the 13th, we've got another 5. Wow. So on top of transformation, we've got the 5 of Swords. So this is definitely death ending, because 5 of Swords is unhandedness. It can be deceit. It's unnecessary arguing, unnecessary mental conflict. This is arguing with yourself. What's the point of that? With your mind, not being settled, not having clarity or scope looking forward. However, you've got the Queen of Swords. I mean, this is mature energy from a mental perspective to verify that as well. The Queen of Swords is all about the truth, dignity, honor, saying things that can hurt other people's feelings, but it is not intended to do that. The truth is intended to empower. The truth will set you free. Future energy. Wow, we've got, see, ending karmic cycles, ending cycles, beginning new cycles. This is a major arcana in our future energy. Like I said, we're wrapping things up. We're wanting to move forward. We're wanting the changes to happen with transformation in our present energy, crowning energy, speaking the truth, standing in our truth, and sort of watching how we think mentally as well, being aware of people in our environment that are unhanded, that can kōrero, kōrero pera, just don't need to talk to me that way. You're aware of it with the Queen of Swords energy. She's onto it. She knows. She can hear everything. But she will also tell you to your face, regardless of how it's going to hurt your feelings, the truth will set you free. So with this new future energy, on top of the page, beautiful positive energy of moving forward. How people are seeing us. Oh wow, the Ace of Air and the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very in tune, a very wise energy, very spiritually rounded. She has secrets and inner knowledge that sometimes she, unlike the Queen of Swords who says it out loud, the High Priestess refrains sometimes from speaking not so much truth, but of speaking about dimensions and thoughts that are very high energy, high vibe energy. She's got the owl there, wisdom, abundance with that. She's holding that, forget what that fruit, pomegranate. She's got the arcade, the files of knowledge, the secrets that only certain energies acquire through spiritual meditation, journey, attunement. So wahine toa, we're feeling or are being seen by a lot of our friends and family at this stage of our journey. It's very wise, spiritually in tuned. There's something about us that is mystical, magical. Maybe at this time too, they're seeing a lot of changes in your life, a lot of transformations, a lot of chapters and beginnings anyway throughout the year, and are sort of now questioning what's going on, because you're speaking your truth. It's all above the Ace of Air. You're speaking your truth. It might not be out loud too. You're just knowing your true self. You're beginning to know who you are. So you're asking, who am I? And letting that person out too. Like, you're not sort of suppressing her too much. However, the High Priestess holds back some secretive knowledge. So there's a bit of balance there. That's how I feel that is. It's like speaking your truth, but, you know, regaling your mana as well. So this is nice. This is really good energy. On the Temptation card, we have the King of Coins. So another masculine energy about abundance and a mature aspect. You know, money, monetary things. It could be a person, a Capricorn, Taurus, letting go of this burden, letting go of burdens. This could be a lot of things. This is obligations. This is bills, things like that with the King of Coins. This could be saying, you know, less spending and start to pay things off before the end of the year as well. This is good advice for me. You know, rein in the spending for a little bit. Be the King of Coins. Be very mature about your finances. I mean, Christmas is just around the corner. And yeah, letting go of burdens. You know, there could be like little things like the car rego, or you know, making sure you start filling up the cupboards slowly, getting a couple of things here and there every week, building up to Christmas, so it's all not in one go. I feel like that's that kind of energy as well. There could be someone in our environment, however, that is is here to help us. It could be a partner that is on top with money, who is taking care of business, while we can have a bit of, you know, go to social events, have a bit of a, you know, not every weekend, but, you know, they're giving us time to go and vent, have a few drinks with our friends, or even go shopping. You know, you might say, well, you know, before Christmas, here you go, this is some money that I've put away for you to go and, I don't know, treat yourself. Oh, gosh, whoever this is resonating with, dang it. You keep that King of Coins. Yeah, they're here to help you to let these burdens go. 10 also is the ending of cycles again. This is wrapping things up, like the energy I feel. It's just wrapping things up to move forward. The King of Fire has the 4 of Coins. This can be a good energy, actually. 4 of Coins is holding on. So as you're moving up the ladder in your hopes and fears, you're feeling like, yeah, this is a financial thing, definitely. This is reining in the spending right now. You could have been a bit frivolous with money. This is time for you to just hold on to your coins a little bit tighter, and think about, you know, going forward, how you need to